call her hello. If you see bigger the dance and the place get mellow. Hear me I tell you, something do me think, chain do me bling. Skip me enemy, then me a listen world thing. Camera, action, flame. When we outside, lock down your building. Bet me in your drift, drift, drift. In your drift, drift, drift. In your
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At power forward, Thompson Owoma. At the other forward position, Zaire Williams. At point guard, Keon Johnson. At the other guard position, Cameron Thomas. At center, Alperen Sengun. The head coach of the visiting team is Jordi Fernandez. Number 11, Jaime Jaquez Jr. 7 feet, number 7, Khalid. Number 14, Tyler Hero. Six foot 9, number 13, Bam Adebayo. 6'6", 0, Devin
Welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Miami Heat here in Miami. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. And checking out some numbers for Devin Booker.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Cam Thomas, also Johnson out there. Williams is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Owoma in at the 4th spot. And for the Heat, ring pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Ware in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And this time of the season, Brent, you know this, what our front office is focused in on right now.
Well, teams got to be really honest about the arc of where it is their team is. Are they competitive? Are they playoff caliber? Are they championship caliber? And depending on where that is, you're going to be very patient with either development or you're going to be impatient to dive in to try to win a championship at all costs. So lots of time here to go, but decisions will be made as the season goes on. And Booker's got one of the quickest releases in the game.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Eric Spoelstra gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me that Sengun won't be easy to contain. pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Adebayo, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Booker against Johnson. Outside Thomas. Shoots over Hero. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Booker. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Ware. Sengun covering. Hero no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now Thomas against Miami. He was really on his game. Johnson with it. Lets the three fly. And Ware pulls it down. Booker against Johnson. The drive by Booker. Makes it off the glass. Booker's got 5.
That is a fearless take right there from Devin Booker. The defense bodies him up, but excellent there, finishing off the drive.
Pass to Williams. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Ware kicks to Booker. Adebayo the screen. Lead away. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Well, Branson's entering the NBA. Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Get a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when I look at the Heat, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that their confidence is growing.
And the Nets with possession here. Trailing by 2. Thomas surveying the D. Pass to Sengun. And Sengun throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Sengun still able to play above the rim.
Booker draws the double. Now here's Adebayo. Defense is right there.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one falls for Williams. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Booker against Johnson. Outside, Hero. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
You have to be mindful of Hero's range. He can absolutely burn you from outside.
Pass to Awoma. Booker against Williams. To the middle. Here's Awoma. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride. So full speed, 2 points.
Booker the pass to Hero. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
And going back and watching that game, there was not one spot on the floor that they did not own.
Double team on Adebayo. Jaquez can't hit. The Nets with the lead. Here's Williams. Plays it up off the glass. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Booker looking around. Pass to Jaquez. Back to Booker. Jaquez outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you can see Jaquez is getting more and more comfortable operating off the ball.
Johnson against Booker. Outside Thomas. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 3 assists in the game.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
The Heat making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. Back to Booker. Adebayo with a screen on Johnson. Booker finds Adebayo. Here's Iwoma. And he also played a big role in their last game with Miami. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Pass to Iwoma. Johnson outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas against Hero. 4 on the clock. Thomas, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Outside, Hero. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Back to Adebayo. From 7. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Just how effective is Bam on the interior? Just does not get out of sorts and take some highly efficient shots.
Pass to Şengün. To the inside, 8 feet away. And the play by Thomas as he finishes it off for 2. Thomas got 7.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Outside, Hero. Over Thomas. Johnson against Booker. Driving inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Williams passes to Johnson. There's the 3. Rebound by the Heat. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Here's Iwoma. He's got 5. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Claxton's checked in. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success.
Well, whether the defense is inviting these shots or not, they've been great in the mid-range. And so producing from there, that bodes well. Give them a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Adebayo drops in the layup for 2. Adebayo's got his second basket.
Bam connecting from the outside. That makes him scary when he's knocking down Jays.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Miami. Sam Merrill comes in for Devin Booker. The Nets also changing it up. Queen's checked in. And Martin subbed in for Williams. Now here is Martin. Pass to Thomas. The 10-footer. And he comes up with the deuce. Thomas got 9 points.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Here's Ware. And here is Hero. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn. Yep, that one goes in there. Hero's got his second bucket of the night.
In a flash, Tyler Hero makes his way to the inside. Nice use of his athleticism.
Pass to Thomas. Fires from deep. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 12.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Now, Hero. 5 points in the game. Pass to Merrill. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Queen. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now, Hero. Right now, he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Yes, that goes in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:35 left to play in the first quarter. They set the screen inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Intelligent play there by Hero. Sets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
Martin with a screen on Hero. Pass to Murray Boyle. He's covered by Hero. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Nicholas Claxton.
The blocks just aren't coming for him nearly as much as they were a few years ago. I think he's lost a little something in terms of that intimidation factor and that ability to change a game with his interior defense, and that's too bad.
Now here's Booker. He's got 9, and that one drops for him.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Defended by Allen. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Queen. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Smart. Booker trying to free himself up. And Smart with the basket on the assist from Booker. Booker's got his 3rd assist on the night. Allen defending. There's the screen. No good on the triple. Here's Booker from the arc. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Cam Thomas getting it done for Brooklyn. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
The Heat trail by 3. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Screen by O'Neal. Smart dishes to Allen. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Şengün.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle. Terrific movement off of the dead ball situation and a great play to get the bucket.
Here's Murray Boyle. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Miami's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Jovic. 11-point game his last outing. Allen's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Martin against Allen. And the call will go against Grayson Allen. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Murray Boyle. Guarded by O'Neal. Just 5 to shoot. Puts it up.
Incredible defender. Smart can provide help as well as stick you one-on-one.
Adebayo kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Jovic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
First
for Miami. They have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
The Heat with the lead. Here's Jovic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Defended by Allen. Pass to Murray Boyle. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Miami's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Adebayo passes to Smart. To the paint, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And this is part of why Smart is such a threat. He makes crafty play calls and finds his teammates.
Guarded by Smart. Pass to Şengün. Down low. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Queen. No good that time. The Heat leading by 3. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Outside, Smart. Over Martin. Smart misses. Nets trail by 3. To the paint. To end the drought. He lays it in.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Fans, please.
The Nets making a switch here, and let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Martin.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Johnson. Outside, Martin. Şengün with the ball. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And give Şengün credit for getting a shot off in time there. Nice work.
Now here's Smart. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. There's O'Neal with the 3. It's deflected. Johnson against Smart. Johnson, the pass to Queen. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Allen. Let's use this break to look at the teams that over the past month have been tremendous at converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Heat.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Johnson against Smart. Booker outside. From deep. And you know who? Devin Booker.
Booker firing on all cylinders, and this guy is one of the toughest in the NBA to slow down.
Pass to Iwoma. Back to Johnson. Here's Iwoma, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Queen. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Now here's Booker.
Okay, let's take a look at Alperen Şengün. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation.
You know, you think about it, in 2015, a dozen teams passed on Devin Booker. Got to be tough for those front offices to watch him play this way.
Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Cameron Thomas comes in for Martin. Williams kicks to Şengün. Pass to Thomas. Screen by Şengün. The tray. Cam Thomas, and that's good. Thomas got 15. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here's where Booker with no one around, and there's your answer from Booker.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Pass to Iwoma. Back to Johnson. Stolen by Smart. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. To the inside. Where? Good. Now it's a 4-point Miami lead.
And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Johnson sends the screen for Thomas. Over Booker. Thomas, no luck. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest. Shot, but for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he was something else. Hey, thank you. Oklahoma, no good. The Heat leading by 4. Smart passes to Hawkes. Back to Smart. There's a screen. Inside, here's Ware. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunity.
I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. That's a big difference maker.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Nancy's checking in for Miami. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. 6-point game. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Claxton a screen on Hero. Thomas up top. He's covered by Hero. And they get it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tyler Hero picks one up. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Now here's Booker. He's got 19. He moves. Booker taking the hit.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game the way he can produce.
Pass to Johnson. Williams for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists in the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Now here's Booker. 22 points for him. And a deep 3 from Hero. Hawkes with the screen on Johnson. Here's Booker. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Third personal foul.
That's on Keon Johnson.
And the offense starts to run with a little bit more pace when Booker is in attack mode like that.
Martin's checked in for Johnson. Both free throws good from Booker.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Back to Thomas. And stolen by Booker. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Jovic. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
Outside Williams. From deep, Thomas. Nance gets the rebound. The Heat leading by 8. Hawkes right side. Out to the right wing. Here's Jovic. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Williams scanning the floor. Outside Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Right block shot. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Claxton.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Thomas against Booker. To the middle. Here's Jovic. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Jovic has got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Heat.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Awoma. 8 points for him. Outside Thomas. Pocket 6. For Booker. Thomas. That's good. Thomas got 19 points.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Thomas. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. 3-pointer. Martin, the offensive rebound. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Nance passes to Booker. Here's Jovic. Takes a 3. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. To the inside. Pass to Claxton. Thomas against Booker. To the paint. Here's Martin. And finished off by Martin.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what did you change up in the second quarter?
Well, we showed a little bit more toughness, certainly on the defensive end. And even though they have great shot blocking, we're still able to attack and have some tough misses, but that's our aggressive style.
The key will be to stay in attack mode. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Miami Heat.
Their approach has been pretty straightforward. Attack, draw fouls, and you could see their enthusiasm. They're pumped up there, Ernie.
Yeah, playing with a high level of activity here. Let's see if they can maintain that, though. All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. Hey, they love us on social media. For instance, this comment from Quello Halfcourt. Why don't all of you dress like Shaq?
Hey, Shaq, let me see your phone for a second.
Nope, can't do it. Everyone knows there's top G14 classification on here.
Shaq, we know that Quello is your burner account. No one out there is asking us to dress like you. Stop it.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
So Booker will bring it up for the Heat. 6-point lead. Wing pairing will be Hero and Jaquez Jr. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's where Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Booker against Johnson. It's rebounded by Booker. The Heat leading by 8. There's Hero with the three. Good on the three-point shot. Hero's got 10 points.
And Hero demonstrating his confidence. That range looks limitless.
Pass to Iwoma. Adebayo against Williams. Nets passing it around. Thomas outside. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Williams against Booker. Down low, here's Adebayo. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 6 assists now in the game. Nets trail by 13. Outside Thomas. Back to Johnson. Inside. It's picked off. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. Will it go? It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And Booker kicks to Adebayo. And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Nets trail by 15. Johnson outside. High post, Şengün. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Booker is screen on Thomas. Here's Hero. Going inside, plays it up and banks it in. Hero's got 12.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Okay, fans, time to get on your feet and make some noise for your Miami Heat. Once again.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at the Heat. They're still struggling, trying to string something together, getting a lot of wins. The competition, though, so tough. And, of course, Brooklyn, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
Well, right now for Miami, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, nobody thought this much adversity would hit this ball club, but it is really a season that's in danger of spiraling out of control if they don't get their act together soon.
Adebayo down low. Williams against Booker. Adebayo with a screen on Williams. Puts it up for Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And Bam with great hands there to leap up and time that one.
Devin Booker.
Nets trail by 17. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player. And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Hero. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Pass to Thomas. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night. Miami leading by 13. Now Booker, 28 points for him. Hero with the screen on Johnson. Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Pass to Iwoma. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Hero. Thomas, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Here's Ware. Thomas covering. Ware, good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Şengün with the screen for Johnson. That 3 off the mark.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
To the middle, here's Ware, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And that pass showing that team-first mentality from Jaime Jaquez.
Johnson against Booker. Williams passes to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on Hero. It's deflected. Here's Adebayo. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Johnson with it. He has yet to score. Thomas goes in.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Johnson against Booker. And Cameron Thomas picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Booker outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Booker looks so often to shoot from the perimeter or coming off of screens. You got to stay down on his pump fake.
That one is off. The Heat making a switch here. Allen's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Martin against O'Neal. And here's Martin. He averages about 5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. 3 on 3. The kick out to O'Neal. And Adebayo. Miami no good on that time either. Fournette shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Martin finds Thomas. Over Allen. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Martin. Thomas got 6 points in the quarter.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And now let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. The Heat in second.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Now here's Smart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Thomas. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
They set the pick. Pass to Claxton. Here's Queen. Good on the bucket. Queen's got 6 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Smart. into the lane. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And the defender's right there, but Smart refuses to slow down and just stays with it.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And so Smart nails both of them. It's the Nets now. Guarded by Smart. Pass to Claxton. Outside Martin. Here's Queen. 6 points for him. And the shot goes in. 8 points for him.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Now Smart. In the corner, O'Neal with it for 3. That shot off. Great D that time from Martin. Poked away. Stolen by Smart. Jovic passes to Smart. Allen outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that's just really good situational awareness from Smart, realizing someone was open on that possession.
Claxton the pass to Queen. Back to Claxton. 6 to shoot. Guarded by Smart. Another one falls for Brooklyn. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Heat. Pass to Jovic. And here is Allen. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Jovic. He's got 6. Mans the screen. Launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn. In transition, here come the Nets. On up the court.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Smart deciding where to go with it. Pass to Jovic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jovic has got 8 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The Nets shooting their 5th, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time.
Video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nick Claxton.
And Bam just does a great job. The defender is off balance. That's when you attack.
He hits both from the stripe. Allen against Thomas. Pass to Claxton to the left side wing. And Queen gets it to go. Queen's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And so it's the Miami Heat, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Martin, and it's Beekman in at the point. To the inside, Şengün, and Şengün throws it down.
Now you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Hero with it. O'Neal outside. Back to Hero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Heat. On Sunday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that matchup against the Rockets, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
The 3. Miami grabs the miss. O'Neal's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Hackett. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. And the Heat lead by 20.
Hackett definitely has that range. He's shown that in the early part of his career. He just wants to be more consistent.
They set the pick. Pass to Beekman. Buries the long-range jumper. Beekman's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And here is Hero. He takes it in, and it's blocked. Martin against Hero. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Hero. Miami leading by 17. From the arc. Count it, number 5 from the 4 this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
Pass to Şengün. Now Martin. Down low. Here's Queen. That one off the back iron and out. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Here's Hero. And he lays it straight in. Hero's got 7 points for the quarter.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
Outside, Martin. There's the pick. Driving the lane and finished off by Martin.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And it's good for 2.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Another shot. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Allen. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. To the paint. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star game. Right? You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Known as a terrific passer at his position, Sengun excels at finding the open man.
Here's Hero. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And some changes here for the Heat. Ware's checked in, and Adebayo subbed in for Royce O'Neal.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Adebayo the screen. And here's Booker from the arc. And they'll get another chance. From downtown, rebounded by the Nets.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Adebayo the screen to the inside. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Nets trail by 12. Here's Martin. Second shot opportunity. Sengun, no good. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Now here's Booker. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Some of the greatest shooters in the game always talk about being on balance. Booker does a great job there. Keeps his eyes on the prize.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Heat. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Sengun GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And Booker kicks to Adebayo. Down low. Where? Good. And the Heat lead by 14.
What a nice design on that play. Adebayo seeing the floor so well.
Now Johnson. Pass to Iwoma. Now here's Sengun. And the 3 off target.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Adebayo with the ball. And Adebayo throws it down.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 16. Thomas against Allen. Thomas gets the bucket. Here's Booker. Booker draws the double. Allen surveying the D. Here's Adebayo. Rebound, Brooklyn. Queens got his 4th rebound in this one. Upside Thomas from outside the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Ware's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Booker in the corner. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one.
Others try to avoid it. Devin Booker tries to find it, and that's that mid-range J.
Here's Johnson. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Johnson against Booker. Pass to Iwoma. Nets passing it around. Here's Queen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. That free throw missing, and the Heat with some changes. Jaime Jaquez comes in for O'Neal, and Hero subbed in for Grayson Allen. Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Booker. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Ware. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that one misses. Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Heat leading by 20. Adebayo with the ball. Pass to Jaquez. Over Williams, and it falls over the rim and in. Jaquez has got 5 points now this quarter. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. The New Balance player of the game, Devin Booker.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He showed leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. Here's Thomas, and such a nice move to make the basket work. Thomas got 29 in the game.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Johnson against Smart. Pass to Merrill. Now Nance. A three-pointer off the mark.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Thomas outside. It's rebounded by Jovic. Jovic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1:29 left to play here in the fourth. Doesn't go that time. Nets trail by 20.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Miami.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Devin Booker.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Pass to Thomas. For the three. Drills it from outside.
Cameron Thomas.
Thomas got 35 in the game. Here's Merrill. He's guarded by Thomas. Inside, here's Tinsley. Great D that time from Martin. And here are the Nets. Guarded by Smart. Back to Martin. Pass to Claxton. Here's Queen. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And here's Smart. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Bam. Activity on glass tonight. How pleased were you with the performance?
I'm just happy we won. You know, the stats don't matter unless you get a win. So I'm happy we got a win and keep dedicating them to my mom, man. You know, she's my blessing, so she just keeps blessing me for some reason.
Love the love, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Devin Booker.